All right, welcome back, champs. This is the second episode of the podcast. And yeah, today we got Jomi in here. So this is going to be a completely different vibe, I think, from the first one we did with Wispsy. And I'm fucking pretty excited to see how it's going to go. So yeah, Jomi, welcome to the podcast, brother.
Oh, James, good to be here.
How you doing, my man? I've caught you at, it's pretty late over there, hey?
Yeah. I've been streaming, working all day, actually.
My
Yeah.
man. Yeah, well, Jomi and I have been trying to hook this up over the last week, and I've been like all over the place, and the time difference is massive. So thanks again for fucking making the time, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm trying to put out like my second series of my my NFT set right now, so I'm busy as fuck right now too. We tried to hook up earlier in the week, and I just there was a slot. I felt so bad we couldn't make that, but yeah, I'm glad we get the chance now.
Hell yeah, dude. No, I appreciate it. Well, we're going to be talking about NFTs a bunch today, legends. So just so you guys know, I just going to say this once, get it out of the fucking way so we can say whatever we want. But yeah, we're not trying to coerce you into buying things. Do your own research on shit. Like Jomi's way into the NFT scene, and I'm kind of getting into it. So we're not trying to give you financial advice on anything. We're just going to talk about shit that we're into, and we think is rad. So now that that's out the fucking way,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's chill our shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit. So, dude, like I've been watching you on Twitter lately. Before I jump into it, do you want to give people a background on yourself?
Uh, hmm. I don't know. Kind of a recent history about me is I started traveling around Canada like a few years before Corona happened, and then Corona happened, um, and yeah, I just I fully committed to streaming, and it was just well, I need to spend a whole shit ton of time inside, and started doing speedruns, and then started reading about GameStop on Reddit, and then because of GameStop, I found crypto, and then I found Gods of Chain because it's the best crypto game.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm full time on Loopring basically because I think that's the most rapidly expanding crypto space right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm on Monkey Syndicate. I'm on the best Gods on Chain team of all ever.
Yeah. That's huge, dude. I'm loving it. Well, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. So you're in Canada, working full time on shit you love doing, which is something that fucking people they just don't get to do, or people dream about it, or they talk about it, but they rarely do it. So good job on actually knuckling down and doing your shit, man. I've been looking at your NFTs; they're fucking sick, dude. Do you want to what is Loopring? What do you like about it? What is it? What does it offer? Where do you see it going?
So Loopring is it's like an Ethereum L2, and it's very similar to IMX. I mean, the main points for users is it doesn't quite have free trades, but for everybody used to Ethereum gas prices, it's 1/100th the cost.
Which is
Um,
huge.
there's something over 1,000 peer-to-peer trades every single day for Loopring NFTs, and Coin Market, whatever the fuck it was, had less than 1,000 trades in its first week, that it launched. So yeah, Loopring is, and that's data that I read a few weeks ago. Loopring is fucking exploding. That was before the GameStop marketplace, or sorry, the GameStop wallet got launched. Yeah, I think that's probably the next subject we need to get into. But yeah, the GameStop wallet just got released.
So basically, Loopring's a layer two to make shit cheaper because Ethereum's so expensive, man. I remember when I first started, bro, buying NFTs or even just trading crypto. I was so shocked whenever I had to trade ETH from. I started on crypto.com because that's I guess where all the noobs start. You know what I mean? You just type crypto.com in, and then
Yeah, right.
yeah, I was like, fuck, there's all these coins that I can't buy. Where are they? And then I got into KuCoin and all these other ones that puts up altcoins and stuff. But then when I was transferring ETH between my MetaMask from one to the other, I was losing between $50 and $100 like per transfer. So Loopring's gonna like minimize that.
Well, the main thing about it is like it's a decentralized exchange, so it's like a MetaMask wallet, but you can like stake. You can like add liquidity pools and stuff. I don't understand 100% like where Loopring fits in this whole equation, like in our future, but like it's one half of the equation for the GameStop marketplace. Like it's being built on Loopring, or sorry, it's being built on IMX for like its marketplace, and then Loopring is the wallet. So yeah, it's like a self-custodial wallet.
I'm gonna have to get one. Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, I've got like 20 people onto it in like the last couple weeks here. Like it's kind of exploding. Like I'm telling you guys, like you should really get a GameStop wallet before it launches. Like it's still in the beta. Crypto rewards its early adopters, like, and GameStop is like they want to bring crypto to the masses. Like this is the start of crypto mass adoption. So the early adopter bonuses are almost gone. The massive early adopter bonuses are like just about gone because mainstream crypto is right around the corner.
Yeah, well, let's fucking go then. We've got to get into it, bro. Like, so GameStop it started as like a gaming company, right? Like that sells like fucking video games and shit. And now it's one thing I will say is from following GameStop on Twitter, their meme game is really solid. I'm right into that.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, they're killing it. Oh no, and you know what? In when they talk to like their investors through like their official like investor forums, like they say specifically like we understand that individual shareholders are like our investors. Like it's not these massive institutional investors. It's overwhelmingly small people who support our company. And also they have like one of the most charged internet bases of all time. Like seriously. Like if you go and look on Loopring Twitter, like you guys have, Clutch is saying he's seeing an absolute flood on his Twitter of my Loopring posts. Yeah, like dude, I'm telling you, like that community is there, and for me, it's on Twitter right now.
Well, Twitter's massive, and the NFT space on there, like you and I were chatting briefly before we started this, and we were talking about Twitter and how I'd only been on it for a month. And for you guys that aren't following Jomi on Twitter, definitely follow him on there if you're interested in NFTs. And not just that, I think the culture, like the social aspect behind NFTs is potentially super important whilst checking out new projects. Like without looking at graphs and shit, you want to see what people are doing. So you want to follow people like this so you know what's happening before it happens. So yeah, it's fucking huge, bro. Like, how long you been on Twitter for? And your Twitter's been doing really good, man, as well. Like, it's been pumping.
Oh yeah, well, I started my Twitter like 8 years ago, but I wasn't really active on it until like the BLM protests. I just felt like it was like one of the best ways to get information. I also and coronavirus too, because like when that started popping off, like it was really hard to get information. Like it was coming from different sources, and just like very hard to decipher like what was real and what was not. And I also learned that like Twitter was like when a government or when a country has a revolution, Twitter is the first social media that gets shut down. Like and the reason behind that is because like it provides the best form of instant communication out there, like 100%. And like I've always wanted to like kind of like take advantage of that aspect of it, and like didn't really know how, or like didn't understand it completely. But yeah, so and it wasn't like super successful. I didn't really use it too much, but in the last 6 weeks, when I started like posting about like GameStop more and Loopring more, and I released my first piece of art like 5 or 6 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Hell yeah!
And I think people really latched onto it. Like it was something that it was an image and some words that people could relate to, and I don't have to be good at art. It's like if people can just like get an image in their head from seeing it, that's all that matters, right? Like it doesn't have to be pixel perfect. And I go and look at it. I'm like, yeah, it looks like garbage, but I'm still trying to emulate that. I'm still trying to go back to like how powerful of like an image that was, right? Like,
Yeah,
um,
that's
yeah,
huge.
no, and like the main thing right now and why I'm so obsessed with looping is like I've never had a supportive artist community like this. Like, and I'm sure
Yeah.
James Dubb, you can relate to this. Like, you've known artists your whole life who it's so goddamn hard to make any money whatsoever selling your art. Like, if you're a
Mm,
painter, like if you make physical art, selling your stuff is insane. Even if you're like
mm,
unbelievably talented and have like a huge amount of stuff to sell, actually selling it and supporting yourself on your art is so difficult.
yeah, for sure.
Um, and
No, I hear that, bro.
yeah, 100%. Like,
Yeah, like the whole art, the whole being an artist thing. Like we all, I don't know about everyone, but when I was growing up, I wanted to be a musician, and I got into. I was playing in metal bands, and I couldn't support myself playing metal, so I started DJing to support myself because that was the only consistent form of. I mean, music, I mean, art. I mean, it's art. You know what I mean?
it's art, yeah.
But arguably, it's a lot easier. Well, it was a lot easier to support yourself doing musical stuff than it was doing physical art. But now we're moving into this age of NFTs. Like it's really exciting to see all these people that have been struggling, you know, because you see these amazing artists, and it doesn't matter how good your fucking art is, unless you get discovered. It's nothing. It's nothing. And who knows? I mean, it might get discovered after you're dead, and then you know there might be
What
royalties
good's
paid
that
to
do
your
you?
family, or whatever. Exactly. So the whole NFT thing, I think, is super exciting, and I really dig the fact that people like we're moving into this fucking amazing time, man. Where you know, I think it'll change curriculums in schools and universities and shit. Like we're gonna see people moving more and more into the arts because whenever little Bobby over here went home and told mum and dad that he wanted to be an artist, they were like, oh, every time, I guarantee they'd say, oh, that's a fun hobby, but you need your full-time job.
It's a
But
joke.
now,
Yeah,
it is. But now
it's a
we're in a
joke.
time where little Bobby would say to mum, well, actually, I minted 5,000 NFTs and I sold them at, you know, point 0.5 ETH each. So, you know, I'm going to go buy a house now. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking cool, bro. It's the potential's
Seriously.
massive. It's massive. So you do
Well,
your own art, bro.
also a thing too is like, 3 months ago, if you told someone you had 3,000 NFTs, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Right?
Mm,
Maybe not, the Gods and Chain community because like we're already on L2,
yeah,
but to have like 700, I've got 700 plus art NFTs right now.
massive.
I mean, I'd love to show you guys at some point. Come to my channel, come to my Twitter. Like,
Mm.
dude, I live for this. The highlight of my day is to get somebody set up with a new wallet.
Oh, we'll definitely be, guys, under here, we'll be linking Jomi's socials and his Twitch. And, like, just before, like, to get his attention, I messaged him on Discord, but he was streaming. So Jomi streams all the fucking time. So I had to jump onto his channel, and when I jumped on, he was literally making NFT art for people. People are watching him. They're not just paying for his art. They're literally paying to watch him make the art, which is fucking so cool, man. Like, it's about, you should be proud, bro. Like, I hope you really are, dude.
Dude, I paid my rent last month, like with loops. I cashed out some loops, and I paid my art. Like, dude, I this beer. I bought this beer with fucking like art money, man. Like, it's insane.
Huge.
Like, how many people can actually say that? And like,
Mm.
I don't feel like special or like extremely talented or anything like that. Like, guys, like if you guys can make anything, seriously, like, come up with an idea. Like, come up with like some sort of flow to your stuff, and people will buy it. People will latch on to that idea. Like, make a
Mm.
community. Like, everybody wants that right now on Loopring. Um,
So, what would you recommend to artists that want to start making NFTs? Like, obviously, you'd recommend to do it on Loopring, but like, how did you start? And because you see these people, they just, you know, they say, "Oh, I'm waiting for this," or, well, one thing I've heard a lot is, "Well, I really need to get a developer and get a marketer and get an artist," and I'm just thinking to myself, just start. Like, fuck. Like, what do you think, bro?
I think number one, start collecting free NFTs And once your wallet starts filling up with like bomb ass fucking free shit, you're gonna be overwhelmingly compelled to give back to this community. Like that's how it starts, and like that's how I started, and that's why I, onboard people and pay for their activation fee and send them a bunch of free NFTs, and then I've got a homie list of like 20 plus people already that you're first. If you come from my community before, like outside of Loopring, like from the Gods of Chain community, you're on the homie list, and like I send you free NFTs like with all my first sendings. So
Wow.
yeah, like I want you guys to get on this. Like I want everybody to get on this. And I only know so many people. Like I only got so much time. You know what I mean? Like, come on! Like the GameStop marketplace is going to come out before the end of July, and something's going to fucking explode. Something's going to explode, like straight up.
Do you think that's going to increase the adoption? Because GameStop's so mainstream. Like in Australia, not so much. Like we haven't actually got GameStop in Australia. But in the States and in Canada, it's such a household name. Like, do you think by them doing this, it's going to bring more people into fucking Web3 and shit?
Yeah, I truly believe that video games are going to be the Trojan horse of mainstream crypto adoption. Just because like gamers latch onto it so easily and so quickly. Like gamers spend, it's on like Gods on Chain's page, like main page, like spent like $100 billion last year on in-game items they don't own. Like, can you imagine if that was like assets that like people like you and me owned?
Yeah.
Like straight up, like a year. It's in the last decade, like $1 trillion between people like me and you.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, man.
Sorry,
no, you're right.
I get excited, man. I truly, truly, truly do.
I love the passion, dude. Like, I actually, like, talking to you about it legitimately gets me pumped up to get into it more and more. Because, like, the way that you just said that, like, the whole spending money on in-game assets you don't own, it's like, it's literally like everyone's renting right now.
Yeah, it's like renting.
When they,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but they have the opportunity to get mortgages and shit on their own shit. And, like you can all be owners. Like, why rent anything when you can own it? And that's why I'm so into and so fucking at first captivated, now just set in stone that I'm in Gods Unchained, and I'll be a part of any kind of IMX thing that comes out from here on out and check it all out. But I feel like we need to get this through people, because and then I see people, I saw Copper Pitch post he retweeted a bunch of people putting negative shit against GU, saying, oh, these people, they actually think that it's beneficial to do this and this. Like, you got these old school people that are into their Hearthstone and into all these things, and they're standing up for the old school way, and it seems really dumb. Like, they couldn't in any way have people's best interest at heart. Like, I think they just want to kind of nullify what's happening, this movement, so that they continue to profit. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can fucking make sense of it. I don't understand. Like, fuck.
Yeah, okay, well, I got two things to say to that. Is like, I think, and like I can kind of speak to this a bit, is like when the meta changes like a lot in Gods Unchained, like it's hard for the OGs to be like, okay, I need to like relearn this game that I spent so much time into, right? And the other thing I want to say is I actually haven't been playing a ton of GU in the last 4 or 5 weeks, just because like what's been I moved twice, and now I'm obsessed with looping art. So I'm like actually a tad out of the loop when it comes to to Gods Unchained.
Out of the loop. Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Yeah, seriously, right? Also, really quickly, my loopring ENS is godsunchained.loopring.eth. That's how early I was. So I rep it hard, even if I'm not like in the scene, like hanging out in Twitch and stuff. Like I'm here. Like I support the community, and I'm here for the long run. Like I love Gods Unchained. I truly, truly do, and I love the community. Like, yeah. No,
you can see it, bro. Like, you've got a really, really good following, and that's one thing that I think you're blessed in. Like, you've got such not just a big following, but also a real loyal following. So by you going off and investing your time in these projects, all that's going to do is add to your overall value. You know, when you do, because right now, the way that I see it is you can only be obsessed with one thing at a time. So GU is still what you do, but you're focused on loop, right? So before that, you were probably, you know, focused on GU. And it's good that you're still doing it, you know what I mean? So when you do come back for these streams, I just think your community is going to grow and grow, bro. Like, yeah, I think the future's fucking bright for you, Jomi. Like, and you're a pioneer, dude. Like,
All of us,
Gods
man.
on Chain, Loopring, ETH, like, fuck, dude. It's like, I was here. And there's the Monkey Syndicate, dude. So tell us about Monkey Syndicate, bro.
So it was created by Captain Skyhawk and that absolutely insane person, Grandmaster. Managed. No, he's insane. He's insane. And then it's managed by Zero Tolerance, and like Zero Tolerance. If you guys have ever interacted with that guy, like he has such an absolute amazing head on his shoulders. Yeah, I got nothing but praise for that guy. Not that I don't like Grandmaster, but like,
no, the community organizers don't quite often get enough recognition. Like, Zero's the top dude. Like, he actually co-hosted a tournament with me last night. We did a 13th tourney, and I had him on the mic for the first time, and we hung out for 4 or 5 hours and watched some games. It was fucking sick, bro. Like, it was really nice.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah.
That you asked him to, and we were all like, "Yeah, hell yeah, sounds like a great opportunity."
He's quality, dude. Like, he's a quality guy. He's got great knowledge of the game. He's fucking funny. He's quick, bro. He's quick, you know. So, and it's always nice hosting with people that are quick, because you can literally just take your foot off a bit and chill. You know what I mean? So I say that they're co-hosting, but realistically, it's just I'm co-hosting on my own channel.
Oh, you know what? I've been doing collabs in Loopring, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, you want to fucking make an art piece using my piece? Like, all right. It's like it's a free creation on my part. I basically do, almost nothing. That being said, I have worked on some big collabs where I actually did like a lot of work, but yeah, I've actually.
So how long have you been creating Loop NFTs for now, bro? Because it sounds like you've done a lot. Like, how long? It must have been months.
Dude, it's not more than 2 months. Like, I started it within the last month of my last place I lived in. So like, not including the very last month. So it's like 2 months and 4 days at the max, but like it's probably like 2 months. And I had like no prior digital image experience besides like stuff on my channel. I just a 64 by 64 pixel canvas is pretty easy to work with, and I just sit at it for long enough until it looks recognizable.
Yeah, huge. No, I love the art, dude. Like, because as far as I can tell, you pioneered the whole old school 90s computer fucking layout with the keyboard and the mouse and the tower and like the old thing. That's like, would you say that's your thing? That like?
Yeah, well, it's recognizable, and even like the saying "send loops" has kind of been like, adopted by the community. Like,
Did you start that?
Well, I mean, like, it was kind of like a thing, but after I said it, was like, people were like, send loops, like, very explicitly, so like...
Yeah, like the play on send nudes, that's fucking hot, dude.
that's part of it, send nudes, but like, dude, no, like, the loopring community is so fanatic, and like, that base comes largely from GameStop and like that hype that started 18 months ago. Dude, you say loops to a looper, and they lose their shit, dude. Like, I'm telling you.
Have you ever seen that movie, Looper? I don't remember who was in it. But you're gonna have to, dude. You could make some sick fucking memes off that movie. Watch Looper, and then get some little quotable lines and make some fucking sick NFTs off that, bro.
Well, sure. That's the point of the screens. It's like I got like a little space of words, I got a message. I have a soapbox. You know, I do.
That's huge, bro. No, I dig it, man. Yeah, no, I'm glad I know you during this stage of your life, dude, because I can see it. I can see it, like once all this shit keeps going, and if you just maintain the pace and the momentum that you've got, because you've got what, like, from a small to medium sized account, you've got like an extra 600 users on your Twitter in the last couple of weeks. Hey, like people are really fucking starting to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, I straight up, the last like 2 weeks, like I kind of went through a thing where it was like getting a huge amount of notice in a very short amount of time. That was a feeling I went through, you know? Like,
How's that feel?
it feels like whatever you say has like a big impact, and I'll be straight up with you. Like, Twitter is not good for your mental health. Like, social media in general. I mean, Twitch in general. Like, anybody on Twitch who gets a huge following in a short amount of time, and all the big streamers like XQC, Hassan, Pokimane, mental health is an issue, 100%. Like, and I've been saying in the last few years of my stream, like, my brain is broken. Like, if I don't get an insane amount of dopamine, like, every 15 seconds, like, I lose attention. Like,
Wow.
Twitter has broken my brain.
Whoa.
I mean,
I've never heard. Wow.
you ever
I've
heard
just
that?
never
I
heard
mean,
someone say that before. Like, I just love the honesty behind that. Like, I think it's fucking really real fucking observation and something that people may have thought, but a lot of people probably haven't got the balls to just say it. You know what I mean? So, can you
well,
kind of dissect that a bit more? Like, I mean, like,
uh,
as far as big streamers go, like what you've noticed they kind of go through and shit. Because Pokimane was massive. She's kind of faded a bit. Like right now, I watch XQC. I watch fucking. I still watch some Ludwig. I'm pretty big on Asmongold, bro. I love that dude. He's fucking
yeah,
hilarious, dude.
fair
So you
enough.
think they got some issues or what?
Well, I mean, the Grimes Hassan interview, like, Grimes sat down for like 2.5 minutes and she was like, "This is terrible for your mental health. Like, this is so bad." Well, it's because I mean, you got a camera on you for like 8, 12 hours a day. You got bright lights. You got a Twitch chat moving fast. Like, it's not good for you. Like, I do create faster when I'm off stream, even though I do love to create on stream, and like there's a certain quality attitude, to my art when I do that. Um, and instant feedback that I get, like, does this look like shit? Like, does this look like dog shit? Like, yeah, it looks like puke, or no, like I can see that. Like, I don't know what you would change, and when I have unlimited pixels, it's like, yeah, that's it. Art's done. There's nothing you can change at this point. Like, but like, no, and also that competitive nature too is like not good for you. Like, and I think it's something you have to like break through. Of like people who are directly competing with you, like you'll get farther together than you will if you fight.
Oh yeah,
Like 100%. So
absolutely. Well, have you found that? Because I have noticed, like my team or clan or guild or whatever that I've made up, GG, is obviously much smaller than the Syndicate. And I've only got I was the only streamer in my team up until like a week ago. I've got one or two other streamers in there, but you've got a bunch of streamers at your disposal in Monkey Syndicate. Like, does that help? Like, do you find a support network there? Have you found a lot of value being a part of that fucking group? That, like, have you got boys you can talk to or anything like that if you're having a rough time?
yeah, well, you know what? Honestly, the best part of Syndicate, like beyond all the other advantages, is man, like the camaraderie that we get going into like the Discord. I mean, I can open it up right now and see Zero, like Captain Skyhawk, Grandmaster, like in Discord,
Mm,
and we chat every day just about.
mm,
Um, yeah, like, and we talk about like dumb shit all the time. We talk about anime, like, we've always got like half of us streaming Gods of Chain, talking about Gods of Chain strategies.
yeah.
No, I feel like I found like one of my best and favorite communities inside Monkey Syndicate.
That's
And
massive.
yeah, and you know what? Like Grandmaster, fucking, just what everybody else is like super. Like I'm pretty like kind of like on one end of a political spectrum, and like those guys are on the other, and I just you know what we have a very like respectful, great time talking to each other, and we like tease each other about it, and it just like works out great. To be perfectly honest, like it's great, and I feel very accepted and welcomed.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
and I get the cards.
There's a
I mean, go on. Yeah.
no, no, no. You go on. You get the
Oh,
cards. Like, there's a card lending system. Yeah.
oh, it means there's a card lending system, but like Grandmaster is a demigod, where like a large part of that card lending system comes from. But I can hit him up at any point and get whatever cards I want. And you know, even I can hit up anybody else. Like, you know, I've got 2 cards from Zero right now, but like DT will lend me cards. Like Captain will lend me cards. I highly recommend getting on a team, guys. Like the friends you can make and just like the connections you can make from being on an organized team make a huge difference. And like, sure, I'm sure you
Yeah.
can speak to that, right? Like, you know, being on your on GG, and I see a lot of amazing people in my community on GG. Like, we've a big intersection there.
Yeah, no, I've always seen Monkey Syndicate as like our big brother team. Like again, I started up GG when I started playing GU, and then I started this probably in December. Then I started the stream in January, and then about in February I started GG up, because the only reason I did that, like if I'm being completely honest with you, bro, I've got a pretty big ego, to be honest, and I've always
Yeah.
just been.
Well, if you're a streamer, no, if you're a streamer, no, like I'm not even joking. Like, if you're a big social media person, you kind of got to. That's how it works. Like, look at me,
Yeah,
look at my
well,
content.
that's it. We're always like that, bro. And I've always been like that with everything. I've literally always, even since back playing old school RuneScape, I started up a clan called the First Class. And I remember stepping out of RuneScape for 2 years and coming back. And when I left, we had 60 members. When I came back 2 years later, we had over 2,000. So I've always started up communities, and I've always just had the mentality of, why would I join someone else's team when I'm completely confident, I'm completely capable? I just want to start my own. But in saying that, like I've got a really close relationship with Grandmaster. Like he's coming to Australia soon, you know, and we're going to do some live content together. I've got a great relationship with Zero. Like we only live 2 hours away. He's come over and had beers with me a couple times. Like,
Incredible, man. It's incredible.
yeah. So I'm got a real good connection with the Monkey Syndicate guys, and a lot of my team are also in the Monkey Syndicate Discord, and not one time have I ever even thought of going, well, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I think it's really good to have almost like a a parent company there, because I know anything I do will be supported by Monkey Syndicate. Like for our tournament yesterday, I messaged Zero and I was like, bro, can I plug my shit? Or I said, bro, can you plug my shit for me? He's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're a part of it. Just plug your shit. Like, you know, so it's great to have that bigger umbrella that you're a part of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but there are a lot of streamers in Monkey Syndicate, bro. Like, it's yourself, Grandmaster, Sprink's in it, isn't he? Empathy for
Yeah.
Insects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Empathy is like our most recent person who joined. Yeah. Sorry. Back to your question about like why is that an advantage? I mean, well, as a streamer, and like you know, you can probably say this too. Like, you connect a lot with other streamers. Like, just like that, like seeing the face, like seeing the voice. Like, not that I don't love chat as much as I can love chat, but when you can connect like a face with with the chatter, it makes a huge difference. Like, it
Oh
really
yeah.
does. Right. So I do connect with like Sprink a lot. Like, I connect with Grandmaster a lot. Now that Zero's joined, damn, Zero's a good streamer. Like, straight up, he's so relaxed. It's so nice, man.
He's
It's
got a
so
good
good to see.
energy.
He does. He really
Yeah,
does.
it's got a great energy, and I'm super chuffed that because he's always had that ability. But I think there's a switch you have to flick to go, well, you know what, I'm going to put myself out there, because Zero's always been. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he started off kind of being like Phenor's right hand, and then
Oh,
he
I can
kind of
talk about that.
moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he moved to be Grandmaster's right hand. but I'm super chuffed that he's actually gone. Well, you know what? This is the thing. People have to be ready for it and go, well. And now I've seen him go, well, you know what? I'm ready to do this myself, you know. And he's fucking streaming, and I support him 100%. He's a fucking champion.
I told him, man. I was like, have you ever thought about streaming? Like, you should stream. And this was like, you know, when I first started talking to him. And he was like, no, I'd rather just like sit in the back and like, you know, help. It's like, dude, like you're putting in all this effort, like, come on, like, put it into yourself. Like, as much as I want that to like go towards me, as much as I want people to help right straight up. I don't want to, you know, there's too much work for me to do to grow my community than I can possibly do. Of course, I want somebody who I can delegate that stuff to, but Zero's one of those people I was like, no, like, dog, like, come on. You should stream. And he wasn't happy with Feanor, because that was kind of that was Team Feanor. That was Feanor. Like, it was one person. It wasn't, like, I'm not trying to talk shit about his community, but, that was about Feanor. So he joined Monkey Syndicate, and to say he was, like, Grandmaster's right-hand man, like, I don't think that's actually accurate. I think he's been everyone's manager, like, from the beginning. Like, he's been a very team-focused person. Like, I contacted him to join Monkey Syndicate. Because I was like, he's the person that I should talk to. Even though, like, you know, I feel like Captain made the group, and then, like, Grandmaster just, like, was like, yeah, let's run with it. I contacted Zero because, like, he is the manager of that team.
Yeah. Oh, he's the community manager. Yeah, fucking oath. And he's because and that's the beauty of having a community manager, because if anyone wanted to join Monkey Syndicate, they go, well, fuck, you know, I have to talk to if Zero wasn't there, they go, fuck, I've got to talk to Grandmaster, and he's a big personality, and you know, he can be quite abrasive. Like, I love that cunt. He's amazing, but he can be quite abrasive. And some people, especially a lot of people, the type of personality that plays Gods Unchained, they're not all from Western countries, and quite often they have quite introverted personalities, and they don't want to take a risk of someone, you know, because as you can agree, when we stream, not always, but from time to time we put on different personas, and Grandmaster does that real well. So for someone to watch him stream and then go, well, I got to go through that guy, you know what I mean? That's fucking intimidating. So having Zero there, it's like, fuck, he's a little more nurturing, you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense, or is that a bit off?
Yeah, no, you can't upset Zero, if that makes sense. Like, if you upset Zero, he's gonna laugh at you. He's like, why are you being so dumb? Like, yeah, dude. I love
he's yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That's what it's all about.
No, I do. I really do. I'm so glad to be part of that team. You know what? I was going to I was like having trouble paying my rent last month, right? Like, I didn't know how I was gonna like pay for my fucking rent. And I started to like recall my cards from like the rental system. The boys thought I wanted to leave the team. I was like, I don't want to leave the team. Like, I would never leave the team. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, no, like, they actually mean a lot to me, and that's one thing that I haven't heard from like a lot of the other teams, is that they like hang out and like chat outside of streams and like hang out in the Discords and like maybe in like text Discords, but I think Monkey Syndicate has something very special in the amount of interaction that we have outside of the streams. Like, truly.
Nah, bro, I've got a lot to like. I've been so I literally, when I first started GG, I didn't have much to do with it. Now I've lost my community organizer, and I'm waiting for, you know, people to kind of step up into that role. But recently, like, I've been doing all the back end shit myself, and I've started to realize how much work goes into it, you know. And I've been watching Monkey Syndicate as like a blueprint for a team that I want to have. You know what I mean? So, like, I've been watching that going, fuck yeah, this is a team I can aspire to. Like, I don't know anything about Team Feanor. Nothing. I know that Feanor is a streamer. And if I'm being completely honest, when I first started streaming, I was quite rude about that, bro. I was a bit of a loose cunt. I was saying, why would you be part of a team that's just someone else's name. Like I was being ruthless. I was like, but then everyone's like, oh, it's an elf from Lord of the Rings, and I was thinking, yeah, but it's. And anyway, I don't want to be too.
I mean,
hectic,
we can talk, but I mean, like, it's okay talking about these things and not be like, this person's evil. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be like, fuck this person. Like, I've had shit with Feanor in the past, and like, we're not on like good terms, but like, I'm not down to like just like shit on him to be shitting on him, but like, we can talk about things that like upset us. You know what I mean? Like, we are big people in the Gods Unchained community. You know what I mean? Like. It's okay for us to express these opinions. Like,
oh, for real. And I'm not scared of any topic, brother. I don't honestly give a fuck, but I'm just trying to, whatever. But like Fenor and I have a relationship, which is. So I'm just gonna be completely transparent. So Fenor and I have a relationship where we kind of like he'll come into my stream and shit. More so towards the end because of time zones or whatnot, and I'm super nice and welcoming because I haven't personally had anything negative with Fenor myself. But in saying that, I am real life friends with Zero as well. You know what I mean? So obviously, I prioritize Zero because we're actual. Like, I could call Zero and say, hey, bro, could I have a ride to the shops? And he'd be here in fucking an hour or two. You know what I mean? So, obviously, I prioritize that relationship. But in saying that, I also still wouldn't ever... I don't like to take on other people's opinions whilst judging my relationship with another person, if that makes sense. Like, I stay respectful, but I don't let that carry over. But I'm also wary, bro. Like, I listen to people I trust, and I'm wary. But, I mean, as far as Fenor and I have gone, we've gotten along well, and... I like him. I haven't seen anything negative personally so far, and
like I said, it's personal. I'm not trying to like put that on you. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's like it's personal. I'm not trying like with my chat too. Like, I never try and say like stay away from somebody. You know what I mean? Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's interactions with everybody else is unique. Like, hey, who am I to fucking? Some people like to say like you can't spend your time in a particular place, but I've never. I don't give a shit. Like, whatever you want.
No, I dig that, dude. I dig it. So there is has the one mana tournament already happened with Monkey Syndicate?
No, it's happening Saturday. Sign up is actually almost closed. I checked today and there was like 31 spots available. Yeah, out of like 256. It filled up really fast. We're going to be hosting that. So part of the advantages is like we get to host that on like my stream, Spring stream, Grandmaster stream. We were thinking about having like the first round off stream, but like I think I'm going to be live tomorrow, and like if you guys want to have your stuff hosted on my channel, just pop up and like I'll host it. Like I just like I'm not doing Gods Unchained content lately. Like I stream to the category, but I'm doing art. You can 1v1 me. We can talk about Gods Unchained, but like I'm just not fucking doing Gods Unchained content. Like, catch me doing art.
Well, you're doing what you're doing, bro. Like, and I dig that because you got to do what's true to you. Because as soon as you let your community and chat kind of control what you do, like let's say a bunch of them say, Jomi, we want to see you play GU. Like as soon as you start conforming to what the chat wants, you lose the original, like the authenticity of why people joined you in the first place. Because people want to watch you. You know what I mean? Like if they want to watch other people play GU, like fuck, there's a shitload of streamers doing that. But like I really enjoy your art content. Like I think it's like, do you see yourself streaming GU again soon or in the future or what?
Well, I would like to bring back Friday 1v1s because that was probably my, favorite community interaction day of the week.
What was that, dude? How did that work?
So I basically just opened my 1v1s out for like 6 to 8 hours on a Friday, to like reduce the stress of like forcing yourself to play on Fridays, like right when the weekend opens up. We get a chance to see what the meta is and like what's good right now. And the last 5 weeks before I moved, we were doing tournaments on GU Stakes. Like GU Stakes is also hosting these new 9 summer tournaments, like sponsored by GU themselves.
Yep.
And it was a lot of fun. So I want to bring that back. It's just I'm so overwhelmingly consumed by my art. Like I had Friday 1v1s last Friday, and I think I only did like 3. And this Friday I did 0.
Wow.
I did 1 with somebody who wasn't serious about playing, like somebody that I met from, or one of the people that I collaborated with on Twitter. So, yeah, I'm
That's
just
cool.
out of it.
What would get you? I mean, because obviously you're right into this artist thing. I mean, what else? I mean, so I've seen that you make up the art for your Loop NFTs, and I will say the art's very cool. Like, it's like, and forgive me for saying this, it's not like groundbreaking in the way that, you know, fucking, I don't know, you watch the sunset and go, whoa, that's stunning. It's more so that it's extremely cool. It's well made. It's thought out, and it's socially fucking rad. Like, I mean, how did you come up with that art style? And also, bro, what other steps are there in making these NFTs? Like, how are you, like, because obviously you market on your Twitter, but like, people always talk about developers. Like, where do developers come into NFT creation?
Well, the Loopring NFT artist space is probably like 2.5 months old. Like minting only opened on Loopring very, very recently. So I was in like the Reddit, the subreddit for r/Loopring artists from like single digits all the way to like it's at like 5,000 members or something.
Wow.
And I wasn't creating back then. I was just like, you know, getting freebies. Yeah. So no. Honestly, like the best places to sell your stuff is like r/Loopring artists Twitter. Just like tag your stuff with like Loopring, you know, L2 NFTs, and then the Loopring Discord. There's a L2 marketplace there. So, but it's all peer to peer. Like some people have been ripped off or have been scams. Like,
Wow.
but I mean, maybe like 1%.
Well, that's like the fucking that if it's peer to peer, then people have to deal with people, you know. So I think it's important that people fucking, you know, protect themselves. You don't fuck.
Diablo
The
trades,
internet's
man.
been ripping people off. Yeah, the internet's been ripping people off since the beginning of the fucking internet, bro. So that's never really gonna stop, you know.
I mean, yeah, I've lost items in Diablo 2, you know, 13 years ago or whatever. Like, I feel like I've learned lots of those lessons, but I've seen people in my community have their accounts stolen, like have their Loopring account keys taken from them.
That's shocking, bro.
Well, I mean, not
That's
everybody
fucking-
like has good, you know, internet crypto hygiene.
Yeah. No. Well, so what would you kind of recommend for people for their own safety? Like, is it a VPN thing? Like, is there shit that people can implement to make the process fucking safer?
The biggest thing, the biggest way that you're going to be hacked or whatever is like when you give someone your keys or like give someone like, you know, or like the access to transfer your account from a DM. If somebody DMs you or like contacts you and says like, "Hey, this is support," that is 1,000% a scam. Support never contacts you. You know why? Because a company sees support as like a loss, as just like nothing but a loss. Like it will never go out of their way to contact you for a problem. Like that's on you if you have a problem.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, man. I almost got. Do you remember when Mortal Judgment packs came out, bro? And I bought a bunch of packs, and some of them didn't show up. And I posted in the fucking Gods Unchained Discord, and I was on stream, bro. This happened on stream, dude. I posted on the Gods Unchained Discord, and I'm 33 years old, bro. I'm from the age of bicycles and skateboards, dude. So like, I fucking posted on there saying, hey, you know, I bought X amount of packs. I didn't receive these ones. And this cunt messaged me. He's like, oh yeah, this is, I think his name was, Bruce Bruce. Never trust a Bruce, champs. So Bruce messaged me saying, "Fucking, oh hey, it's Bruce regards that shit, blah blah." So I was streaming. I was like, "Oh yeah, guys, a guy got back to me. Fuck, it's all good." I messaged him and shit, and then he's like, "Yeah, I just need this, I need this," and I was saying it out loud as I was doing it. And a couple of the boys from the GG team was like, "Oi, Dub, stop! Like, stop!" I was like, "What?" They're like, "Just look at what you're doing." So anyway, this guy was scamming me in real time on the stream. Thank fuck, like, I didn't give him all the shit that was needed, and I reported that dude to Kinda Squishy, which probably did nothing. But it's easy to get scammed if you're too trusting.
I'm telling you, I was, dude. It happened in my fucking Twitter DMs a few weeks ago. Someone was like, "Oh, I just need you to confirm your phone number." I was like, "That looks like a fucking security question asking you for the phone number." Do you know what I mean? Like it's easy. You know, I feel like I'm not like a noob, and the same with yourself, right? Like we got like within a couple questions of having all of our shit hacked.
Yeah, dude, it's real close, real close.
Yeah, like it's scary.
It made me real salty, bro, because I was like, fuck, man. And then I kind of had this, I was like, wow, people are dicks. Like, they actually want to steal your shit. And I was like, fuck, man, that's horrible. Yeah, it's so foreign to me, bro. It's so foreign. It's like fucking Val Kilmer in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He's like, that's so foreign. Your thought pattern. It's like, I'm over here thinking, you're thinking, let's kill an elephant and drain its blood to paint my boathouse. Like, I'd never think that. So it's like these thought patterns are so fucking crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, straight up, like, we're creators. Like, the way we look at the world is like, let's fucking put something out there. Like, you know? And those people aren't. They want to steal shit. It's just shitty because this is the time to like actually build stuff and like create a community, you know, and get better at your art. So it's really a shame on those guys.
When you're a creator, you think to yourself, "What can I give? What can I add?" Because the end goal is, I want to be more known. I want to be, valued. But to be valued, you need to add value. But then there's other people out there that go, "What can I have? What can I fucking take?" And that's just sad, bro. Like, I'd be actually a bit upset if that was my life, where I was like, "What can I take?" Like, fuck, bro. Imagine looking on the internet going, "Who can I fuck up today?" You know, like, whoa, Anyway, that's a bit of a dank fucking line of
thought. Well, you know what? The loopering Twitter is like very against that. Like, they expose frauds. Like, so someone tweeted like, "Snoop Dogg bought my art." The loopering Twitter did some digging, and the person posted like a few weeks ago was like, "Oh, I figured out how to hack the Twitter algorithm." Someone was like, "Oh, please tell." They were like, just lie a little."
What?
Yeah, like, because she got like 3,000 likes on her fucking post that was like, Snoop Dogg bought her shit. So it doesn't even matter. These people fucking go and dig on her profile and buy her shit. Like, yo, yeah, I see your face, dude. That's a sad fucking reality. Like, straight up, you can lie and get 3,000 likes on a Twitter post. Like,
it's just lame.
I know, none of us are doing that. None of us want, like, we're all trying to build so hard, trying to build, like, original creative content that, like, that kind of shit hits us. You know, maybe more than even our listeners, but, like, the creators out there, like, we don't like that, you know?
No, it's just, again, it's a completely different thought pattern. Like, my brain isn't used to going down that path. So when I do, it's quite often for the first time, and then I think to myself, fuck, like, people actually think like this. Like, what shortcuts can I take? And I'm over here thinking, you know, what can I do? Like, what should I do today? What can I add? Like, how can I make people smile? How can I make their day better? And these other cunts are like, how do I get to this place as fast as possible, regardless of,
how do I hack an algorithm?
Yeah, like regardless of people's, hard work, or like, basically they have no empathy, brother. They just don't give a fuck, and I have no respect for that. I'm allergic to that, bro.
Yeah,
like
true,
fuck, that shit's cooked as hell. So what are some of your next projects? Like, what are you working on right now with Loopring, bro?
I'm working on my second series of my loop screens. So, ordered from 101 to number 200. It's like my next 100 drop. It's like
Mm-hmm.
49 different layers. I spent like 100 hours on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they turned it really good. 25 loop ring each. If you pre-order them, they're 20 loop ring. I also just did like 3 collaborations with like prominent loop ring artists, available on my Twitter profile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm killing it, man. I got a new collaboration coming out with like Shorts Destroyers in the next couple days, and Shorts Destroyers is like the collection where I sold one of my NFTs for 1,300 Canadian dollars. Like,
What?
yeah, like, dude, I fucking cashed out like
Wow.
2,222 loop ring. Um,
Wow. Dude, that's huge, bro. That's fucking massive.
yeah. I also on that note is like I read a Twitter thread or a Twitter tweet that was like most creators are too busy flipping NFTs uh to build their projects, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I could flip all these NFTs I've been getting for free from all these creators. But
Mm.
I'm just gonna focus as hard as I can on my project. Like, I don't give a shit.
Mm.
I'm putting up my next 500 as fast as I possibly can. Um, and
Nice.
and if you're a holder of one of my previous NFTs that I airdropped, you get like a free NFT from each of my next sets. So I'm trying to provide value for like early supporters. So
Yeah. That's massive, bro. Well, again, we're going to be putting all the links up for all of Jomi's, all of his socials, and any link you let me put up, Jomi, I'll put up. So I highly suggest that everyone gets on these projects because they're super fucking cool. And who knows? Like, I'm so confident that Jomi, you're gonna continue to pop off. Like, you're popping off, but you're gonna continue. And I feel as if these people get into the early, uh, projects, that shit could be fucking worth something. Like the fact you sold something for $1,300 is massive, bro.
that's Short Storage Project, man. That's the person I'm collabing with next. So
Mm,
yeah. I'm gonna have one of my pieces in their collection. That's insanity.
that's massive, bro. You must be so excited. I can say again, I can see it. This
I
is the
am.
good thing about doing these video combos. Like we can see each other, and you look so excited about it, bro. It's no nice.
I'm vibing, man. Like, my last few weeks have been insane. Riding a
Well,
serious high.
what's the new pad like, dude? Like you've just moved. What's the new place like? You happy there?
Well, I mean, it's small as fuck, but like, my room has a lock on it, and my landlady like hasn't really been bothering me. Like, that's
Nice.
all I fucking care about. 650 a
Mm,
month, cheap as fuck.
that's
Uh,
cool, bro.
I can do yoga. I have no space to do yoga. Like, I'm telling you, that's all I need. Art, yoga, we're good, man.
So you do yoga?
Yeah, I try to do yoga every day. It's like one of the pillars of like my actual happiness in my life is doing yoga every morning. 100%.
Whoa, dude. You come across as this real fucking. Sorry for sounding like a boomer, but you come across as this real trendy, fucking cool dude that's, got his finger on all these things. Like, I wouldn't have
Surprised you
seen
say
you as
that.
a yoga boy. Like,
Oh
how,
yeah, no, I do
that's
yoga.
awesome.
I've been meaning to stream it. It's just like I streamed it once, but it's a little embarrassing. I mean, I'd love to do it, and I'd love to share that with my community, but like, uh, yeah, it's a little embarrassing because it's very different from a lot of my other content. But
That's not embarrassing. It's cool, bro. It's
ah,
cool as fuck.
well, I
It's
mean,
cool.
tune in sometime, James Dub.
Yeah, bro. I'd
Yeah, man.
love to. If you're rocking some yoga, like my missus Sophia does yoga. She's all about it. She does naked yoga all the time. Apparently, there's something about being naked and doing it or
I heard
something.
that.
I
I
don't know.
like my
Yeah.
clothes. I wear my GameStop shirt when I wear it. I feel better. Like,
I saw a post the other day of you up. There's a sick selfie in a GameStop hoodie, bro. It
I
looks
was
fucking
sitting on my
sick.
yoga mat. Yeah, that was me sitting on. Oh, my hoodie. Well, I took a.
Yeah.
I had a selfie in my shirt. I'm sitting on my yoga mat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it felt better. It felt better to wear my GameStop shirt to do yoga. I was like, yo,
I can dig it.
so.
You're getting close to what you're about. So, have you got uh, any final comments, brother? Like, where do you see yourself? Actually, this is a good question. Where do you see yourself 1 year from now, my man?
If I continue my, as much art as I'm creating right now, I can see one of my collections being listed on the GameStop marketplace, like 100%.
Oof.
So that's what I'm aiming for, and that's the trajectory that I'm putting my art and my collections on, and yeah, that's. I've been into GameStop for a year and a half. I've been hardcore into them for 13 months. If I will point my whole life into that. So, and I did with GU. That's why I was a GU maxi for so long, is because that was the best way I could, express my GameStop love. So, and I was right. GameStop partnered with IMX for their marketplace. I was so fucking right about that.
Yeah, dude. Wait, so you predicted that before it happened?
Well, when did they do the announcement? Like January? I think in November. I think I shifty-eyed said to my chat, how is the GameStop marketplace not IMX? I didn't word it 100% like they're building on top of IMX, but I was there. I fucking honed in on it. I'm telling you, if there's one thing I know on this planet, it's GameStop shit. Okay, sorry, one real quickly.
Get in there, dude. Take your time.
Ryan Cohen's the chairman of GameStop. His second last tweet, so he tweeted a week ago, a few days ago. A location in Montreal of a GameStop, storefront, and I fucking a few hours after that happened, I went on to Google Maps, and I used to live in Montreal. I found that GameStop, posted it on my Twitter. I was like, this is the fucking GameStop. And you know what? Someone from Montreal confirmed it.
True.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm obsessed. Actually obsessed.
What makes you so obsessed about GameStop? What is it that they do that you love? Because I can see it, bro. This isn't just a fucking. This is the passion. This goes from a hobby to a passion. This feels like how I felt about. Fuck, bro. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
If Square Enix announced a Final Fantasy VII online fucking NFT card game tomorrow, I would shit blood. We've got these things in us that we love. What makes you love it so much?
So, I first found out about GameStop from I used to be a huge Reddit person. And Wall Street Bets always kind of came across my feed, and I had the thought in my head wow, wouldn't it be amazing if you found one stock to invest in that would actually make you $1 bajillion? And then I was paying attention to GameStop in January when people were being holy shit, there's more short interest on this stock than can ever be paid back. If these shorts,
nice.
I know, yeah, thank you. These shorts only, these shorts only win can only make money basically if the stock goes to zero, and the stock was trading at $1, $1.36 at the time. So the internet got word that the short interest was 214%, reported. And people just started buying. The stock went to $486 January 28th, completely from retail FOMO. And the SEC released a report that said that wasn't from shorts covering the stock, from covering their positions. That was from people buying the stock. That's completely separated from the short interest being covered. So if you take that into account, it's so what's the stock going to go into?
Because all retail investors, dude. All retail investors. That's huge.
And the stock went from $1 to almost $500 within a month.
So big, dude. That's so fucking thick, bro.
Yeah, so basically, shorts never closed, and like people
Mm-hmm.
almost like see GameStop's trading at like $150, $100, $200, whatever. That's still so unbelievably undervalued. A, for a company that has such an amazing position in this market, and
Mm-hmm.
like their position in this market was all like speculative until probably about a year ago when they released their like I don't know NFT.GameStop.com, and it was just a teaser trailer at that point, but that was the point when I bought my stocks. 6 months or 5 months after the craze happened, after that fucking fake short squeeze happened,
Mm.
because I was like, you know what? GameStop is going to absolutely destroy everybody who bet against it. And the way they're going to do that is by bringing in mass adoption of crypto and becoming like one of the biggest players in, you know, the economy in the next few years. And like that's what they're
Yeah.
doing. Like everything that GameStop is, promised, they've been under promising, over delivering. Like everything that we've had like hints of has happened. And like that's
Yeah.
why I'm telling you guys, I've been shilling GameStop for 13 months, even like 14 months. Like, get a GameStop wallet. I'm not sure even telling you to invest. Like, I will send you the $2 to activate that shit. Like, get some free
Nice.
NFTs. Get involved in the community. Like, start understanding like what's going on, because like as a Gods and Jane player, like this is going to affect all of us massively. Like,
Mm.
yeah, maybe we think it's a downtime for the GameStop, or the sorry, for the Gaza chain market, but if you're a holder of Genesis cards and IMX is one of the most central games on the biggest NFT platform, like you hold Genesis, you're fucking loaded, straight up,
Oh,
straight
fucking
up.
oath, bro. These people, I've seen people that have had these Genesis cards, and for people that haven't played Gods Unchained, first of all, what are you doing? Get about it.
They cheat you.
But second, like legit, like I've seen like Pyramid Wardens, for example. I mean, when I first started, they were really high. Like I saw these Pyramid Wardens go from like under $1 to over $500. Like insanity. And people, they search for years for these types of gains. And I am shilling GU. I'm the fucking in the physical embodiment of shilling GU. I'm all about it. But like, where do you see the whole, where do you see the whole Gods Unchained fucking GameStop relationship going to, Jomi? Like, where do you
Yeah,
think it's gonna be?
please let me chill. Okay, well, Gods Unchained, like, it's like the same core group of people who were like made Gods Unchained who made IMX, right? Like that's
Mm,
that's common knowledge.
yeah.
Um, IMX, I mean, Gods Unchained is going to be one of the most spotlighted games of the GameStop marketplace, because I thought there was gonna be like bigger companies like announced when they announced it, but like it's really not. It's like Illuvium, Guild of Guardians, Gods Unchained, that Ember game, that uh,
I've no idea.
Ember of Heroes or
Like,
something like that. Sort of Ember. Something.
I've been sussing out Guild of Guardians, but I didn't make it on their whitelist, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a beta test. But I know the GU is 100% the flagship product, the baby, the first prodigal son of IMX. And IMX is a Sydney company. I'm super proud of them because they're Australian. That's you know what it's like, John. I mean, you get super proud of shit that's from your country, bro.
Oh fuck yeah,
Like,
100%.
I'm sure, like, yeah, fucking. But like, do you think that when the GameStop wallet comes out, that Gods is going to see another big pump, bro?
Oh yeah, a bajillion million percent. Like, it's like it. The way I see it is like I don't think Illuvium and Guild of Guardians is actually gonna last like a bajillion. It's gonna be like super long lasting or have huge longevity. Just because
Mm,
it doesn't seem like it's gonna hold up, like the graphics or whatever,
mm,
gameplay. But Gods Unchained like has the infrastructure to hold up. Like it
yeah.
truly does. Um, And like I don't see the same sort of fanatical base out of any other crypto game right now.
Mm,
Like where people are so upset about how competitive it is, like, are willing to, like, absolutely scream their fucking ass off, like, you know, like Gods Unchained is a very special community.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And
No, I agree.
yeah.
GU's fucking... It's super welcoming for people that haven't been a part of it. I think they're missing out because the Gods Unchained community is really special. Actually, like I don't know about you, but I streamed for 2 years. I streamed for Jomi. I streamed for 2 years before I found any success. And I'd say that the success that I've found at the moment is still quite moderate, but in saying that, it's thanks to the community of GU. Like, I streamed fucking shit, bro. I streamed Overwatch, Old School RuneScape, Hearthstone for 2 years, and I was streaming to an average of between 1 and 8 players. Like, 8 at the best of times, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the last 5 months of streaming on GU, it's done pretty good, you know?
Yeah,
and
no, I see
I've
it.
I've had a little dip, but you can't just have a dip and then quit, you know? You gotta just continue the fucking ride. So I'm all in for GU, bro. I love this game. Like, I went to a fucking card shop yesterday, dude. Like, I'm all about cards. I bought, like, let's have a look here.
Oh, let's fucking go! Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, I got some Modern Horizon boosters. Like, I love the fucking... I grabbed, like, an extra... I always just grab Evolving Skies Pokemon boosters when I see them because I think it's a great set and they hold value. I grabbed some more Dragon Ball boosters. The new... whatever the new Magic set is. Like, I'm all in on TCGs. It's what I do. I love
100%.
TCGs. It's what I do. And the fact that... And the one thing I hated vehemently about Hearthstone is that I'm happy to put hundreds of dollars in, thousands of dollars. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to put the money in, but I hate when the set cycles. At least with Magic the Gathering, where the set cycles, you can still sell your cards on eBay to Commander players and Legacy players.
Yeah.
But with Hearthstone, they're literally dead. Literally. And, you know, I've actually seen a fair bit of value increase in my ETH wallet, and the value increase I've seen from playing and buying Gods Unchained cards, I've been able to put that into the tourneys. You know, I gave another 100 USD away last night. That's the 13th time I've done that with these tournaments, and that's literally from profit of cards going up. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck else can do that, bro? Like, I don't know. If you don't tell me, I don't know.
Oh no, I'm telling you, like, Gods Unchained is where it's at. I didn't pay that much attention to, like, cards to flip them, but no, I think Gods Unchained is absolutely the best, like, crypto game. Maybe not short term, but definitely long term. No.
Yeah, for real. No, absolutely. Well, is there... I know it's getting super late there, brother, and honestly, Jomi, I really love talking to you, man. Like, I really feel like if you and I were neighbors, we'd hang out every day. Like, I hope we can do this again, bro. If you're up for it down the line, I'm down, dude.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Invite me anytime, man. I'd love to be on here. Like, yeah, I love talking to you, dude. Like, straight up, invite me anytime, man. Seriously.
Thanks, bro.
Seriously.
Well, have you got any other final things you want to say? Like, anything at all about anything? Like, obviously, yeah, just fucking go, dude. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Honestly, guys, I'm working so hard on my art. If you want to come make a Loopring wallet, I'll help you set one up. You know, the new GameStop wallet, it's like $2 to set you up. I can do it super easy. Also, we got that new Monkey Syndicate tournament coming this Saturday. Make sure you sign up. We've only got 30 spots left.
Huge.
And, yeah, Gods Unchained, I love you guys. I'm fucking telling you. You guys are amazing. All of you. You're beautiful. I'm so glad to be here. No, like, seriously. I just love this community. I love this space. Like,
it's so nice to see when people have found their niche, you know, and I feel like us as humans, we fucking flourish, bro. I'm a bit of a hippie, bro. We flourish when we're in the place we need to be, you know what I mean? Like, we're our fucking and I don't mean to get too deep, but when our inner feelings and all that shit align and our personality aligns with what we're doing in life, we succeed. And I think that's happening with you, Jomi. Like, you've got this
Like, seriously.
really... Oh, you've got this... And again, I don't mean to sound like a... Well, actually, no, fuck it.
I'm a hippie, man. I've been to festivals on the west coast of Canada, dude. I'm a hippie, man. I might look like whatever you might think I might look like, but, dude, I'm a hippie, dude. 100%.
Yeah, I dig it. Well, I love that your personality, your skill set, and everything is lined up with the culture that you're in and where you're going. Like, I think you're just going places, bro, and I cannot wait to, just see where you go, bro. I'm really excited about your growth, man.
Yo, I'm bringing you guys with me.
I'll be watching.
I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but I'm bringing you guys with me. That's why I'm getting you guys on a loop break. No, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not going there alone. I made friends in the Gods and James community. Like, I made good crypto pals. I'm telling you, I'm here for you guys. Like, let me help you set up this wallet. Like, I'll troubleshoot the whole thing with you. I will pay your activation fees. Fucking get on this train for me, or with me. I'm telling you.
That's a huge. I dig it.
Yeah.
Look at the excitement, dude. I fucking dig it. Like, it's this type of passion. You can't make this shit up. It is what it is, you know?
I'm telling you. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to, like, shill this to more people, JamesDub. For real.
Oh, dude. Oh, for real. Or, like, always. Like, yeah, dude. I'll probably be hitting you up in a week to fucking come back because I love hanging out with you, bro.
Let's do it. I had fun.
Sweet. All right. Well, fucking, yeah, thanks so much for hanging, dude. It was really, really good. I learned a lot about loopring, and I personally haven't got a loopring wallet, but I'm going to be making one up tonight. I'm going to be going out for dinner with Sophia. I'm going to make one up, and Jomi, I'm going to be sending you messages on Discord, and let's fucking make it happen, bro. I want some of those mints.
I'm going to be on Twitch right now.
Let's go. Yeah, let's fucking go. All right. Well, that's it, champs. Gonna end it right here.
See ya.
Peace out. Fucking have a good one, champs. Later, bowl.